Hello my beautiful people, welcome back to another video. You're going to have to bear with me because my G7X died when we got back from our honeymoon, so I'm officially using the little Sony vlog camera, and this is the first video that I've ever actually done with it. But hi, welcome back. We're back from our honeymoon. I'm officially a married woman. The next few days are going to be major reset days. We left the apartment in entire disarray a few days before the wedding, and then we left for our honeymoon right after, so we need to do a major reset. Today the plan is to start cleaning up the house. We need to like remake the bed, do a few loads of laundry, empty all of our suitcases. We need to absolutely reset the fridge, so we need to do a big grocery shop, and then we're also gonna start doing some meal prep today because I just want to get back into a better routine and back into the flow of things. It's also crazy hot today, and for the next few days it's like 35 degrees, and that's not including humidity, so I'm gonna try and stay inside. Do have to go out to go do grocery shopping and stuff, but I think first things first, we're gonna go remake the bed, do the suitcases, and then we'll see what else we get done today. Kind of getting our life back together now that we're married and finding a new routine. Peeking through the window. Our suitcases, I have a little one and a big one. They're mostly like either dresses that can just be put back in the closet, or bathing suits or clothes that need to be washed, and shoes. So like nothing crazy, and like things that are pretty easy to put away, which is nice, and like also not like a ton of laundry because it's mostly like bathing suits or workout clothes because we worked out almost every single day, which was really nice. I think this one is mostly shoes. Suitcases have been emptied, 2 loads of laundry have been put on, kitchen is like mostly clean, so I'm gonna go out and do a grocery shop now. I need to do like a full grocery haul. We've been basically out of the apartment for 2 weeks, so we need quite a bit of things. I'm gonna go brave the heat because it is like almost 12:30 and probably like peak heat right now, but your girl's gonna go brave the heat because we need groceries and we need stuff for lunch, so let's go do it. just left the Caribbean and the tropics, and I feel like I'm already back in it because It's 35 degrees outside, which is honestly kind of nice because when Alan and I left for our honeymoon, it was still like just like mildly warm, like 20, starting to get there. But let's get into the grocery haul. It's not like massive because this is our first week of full-time living together. And so we're trying to figure out on a weekly basis groceries, what we'll need. And so we did just like a medium-sized run. So let's go through it. My best guess is that a lot of this is only going to last us like 3 or 4, maybe 4 days, but some of it will last a little bit longer. Let's start over here. We got a massive thing of baby spinach. We got some eggs, frozen fruit for smoothies, frozen edamame. I love this in salmon bowls and then in salads and stuff as well. Edamame is just like a good veggie and super high protein. And then we also got some bananas, a bag of avocados, plain Greek yogurt. Also love this for breakfasts, for high protein breakfasts. We have a red onion, some asparagus, my favorite, all-time favorite bread, which is the Silver Hills Sprouted Power. I love this because as much as it's bread, it also is like lower carbs and like a good amount of protein. It's got a ton of seeds and stuff in it, so just amazing. Then we also picked up a little tikka masala so we could do some chicken curry this week. Some pickles for snacks. I bought a flatbread pizza just to have a lunch that's a little bit more of a treat, something a little bit more interesting. Got some blueberries, cucumber, mangoes, tzatziki. Again, we can do like jerk chicken and stuff. And then we grabbed a minced turkey, some marinated chicken, and then some steak. This is definitely not enough protein, but I did have chicken in the freezer already. This is everything that we got. Again, I feel like this is gonna be a lot of trial and error. I feel like we both eat pretty similarly, except Alan obviously eats red meat and I don't eat red meat a ton. I've like slowly started reintroducing it to my diet over the last, I wanna say, year and a half. That's one thing that's going to change a lot in the grocery hauls. And I think in general, the grocery hauls obviously are going to like increase in volume because there's 2 of us now and we both eat pretty like high protein and then like mostly clean veggies and stuff. At least that's what we're gonna try and do. We're also starting to try and build like our goals and fitness routines together, which is something that I want to get into a little bit later. We just need to like get back into routine. I need to realign myself. I feel like the last 6 months were so like wedding mindset heavy that I don't know where half my brain went. It was just in wedding. So that's fine. And it was great and it was amazing. It was truly the most beautiful day and best day of our lives. Now it's like back to reality and back to life and creating our life together. But I'm gonna put away the groceries and then I think we're gonna get into some goal setting, goal planning, just like realignment, some journaling. Sit down and go through my goals that I set at the beginning of the year, as well as go through some of the goal setting things in the Artist of Life workbook. Realistically, getting through everything that I want to and actually like thinking through planning the next 6 months is going to take me a little bit longer than a single afternoon or a single day because I truly want to sit and soak it in and think about it. But before we get into either of that, you guys might have noticed this little pearl necklace that I'm wearing today. It's from a brand called Linear. I'm absolutely obsessed with their pieces. I have been wearing this necklace non-stop and all of their pieces are super minimal, simplistic, but also super high quality. Their brand ethos is that everybody should be able to afford luxury jewelry without that luxury price tag. So they use super high quality materials, but cut out the middleman and sell directly to consumers. So you get those luxury pieces at a lower price point. I also love that they're not only doing that, but they're doing it sustainably. So they try and use all recycled materials, whether it's recycled sterling silver or 22 karat gold vermeil or 14 karat solid gold. They try and use as many recycled materials as possible. The necklace that I got is a 14 karat solid gold with a freshwater pearl. The 14 karat gold is so durable, it'll last forever. I love that it's so elegant, and if solid gold is out of your budget, don't worry. They also have a gold vermeil range, which is both long lasting and affordable, and it's 22 karat gold vermeil. So I'm super excited to be partnering with them on today's video. Can't wait to invest in more of their pieces, but they have given me a special offer for you guys. The code you can use is going to be vanessatiiu, and then the link will be down in the description box below for you guys to go and check out. I highly, highly recommend it. I also love that they go with my already permanent little pearl studs. I keep these in all the time, so the fact that it matches now, I just love that. I didn't have a pearl, like super high quality necklace that I loved, and now I do, and it's so simple. I love being able to style pieces that are layerable, but also that I can like dress up, dress down. Like clearly I'm just kind of running around doing errands wearing really boring everyday clothes, but I love still being able to style and add on some little minimal jewelry just to like elevate my outfit just a little bit. So whether it's that I am just doing everyday errands or I'm going out and about to like a fancier dinner or something, this is a piece that I could and would wear either or. But again, a big thank you to Linear for sponsoring today's video. We're gonna get into some of my goals. First things first is I want to review my 2025 goals, because to be honest, I have not looked at my 2025 goals once since 2025 started, and somehow we're already halfway through the year, which is just absolutely insanity to me. Like, how is it almost July? I don't know. They say that time flies as you get older, but like I truly have felt that this year. And I really want to try and make time slow down a little bit more in the next 6 months, while also like working on things that I want to work on and focusing on self-growth and my businesses. And yeah, so let's go through some of these that I wrote down, because I truly don't even remember. There's some things that I have done. One of them was travel to 2 new places. I've traveled to 1 new place so far, which was the Bahamas for our honeymoon. So I have done that, which is nice. Be more present and intentional. I definitely think I've been, at least within the last month, more present. There's just been a lot going on in life that is super exciting, and like I had to soak it all in, like bridal shower, bachelorette, wedding. So I feel like I actually was really present for all of those moments, which I'm really grateful for. Monthly declutter, consistent cleaning. I definitely feel like I've been better at that, but still something I could be even better at. There's a few like number Instagram, YouTube, TikTok goals that like I'm obviously still working towards, but I've definitely been a little bit stagnant in. There's some like income goals that I need to get back on now that the wedding's over. More meal prepping. Okay, we're getting to that today, and getting back on my nutrition. That is actually a really top priority for me. And then deepen relationships and friendships. I feel like I have been actually doing pretty well. I'm gonna sit and look through that a little bit deeper and think about it a little bit more. But within the Artist of Life workbook, because I also haven't really touched this since I wanna say February. I need to flip to the July one. Oh my goodness, July's Q3. Okay, so there's actually quite a few things that I can do. I just realized that July is Q3, so we're gonna do the Q3 planning that is in the Artist of Life workbook. There's just like Q3 goals and projects. So like for the next 3 months, there's a self-reflection wheel, which I definitely need to do. And then we'll get into July goals. I think I wanna sit through and think through this a little bit more, but I'm gonna start thinking overall for the next 3 months. I just finished up a little bit of my Q3 planning. I wanted to go through it a little bit. So my Q3 theme is gonna be realignment with myself and my goals. Oh, goodness, I know we've talked about it so much over the last like year or year and a half that I have, even 2 years, since I like finished school, I've felt so off, so not myself, and like I've tried to get back and find myself and then just end up dipping again, and it's been such a weird, rocky, hard last, especially year and a half. But I feel like now that the wedding's done, my brain is so much more clear in the sense that I like don't have this imminent thing that I have to plan and should always be working on. Like, yes, I should always be working on myself and my businesses and my growth and yada yada yada, but like the wedding was this like date in mind. It was like things need to be done, and I kept pushing other things off. So for the next 3 months, 6 months, however long it takes, year, whatever it might be, maybe I'll even redo 45 shift again, but like really focusing in on myself, my relationship with Alan, this new stage of my life, realigning where I want to be, who I want to be, and actually starting to think about that and acknowledge it again. I think that I've really struggled with goal setting and goal planning because I do still have a lot of anxiety about not reaching those goals that I set for myself. I put so much pressure on myself to achieve so much and do so many things that for I think the last year and a half or so, the thought and idea of goal planning and goal setting has honestly just given me so much anxiety and stress that I've done it and then not really looked at it again and just gone about my life. And I've kind of just existed for the last year and a half and not really grown or lived, and I really want to step into that again. So that's what I'm focusing on, particularly for the next 3 months, and we'll see how it goes from there. But in terms of like some goals and projects and stuff, I want to run more now that it's nicer out and like I can try and get back into a consistent workout routine. I want to try and run at least once a week, and I'm hoping that's with Alan because he's running pretty consistently, and so I feel like that'd be a good way for us to hang out and also just get some movement together. I also want to read 8 to 10 books. I read 2 books over our honeymoon, so getting back into reading. I bought some new books recently, so definitely getting back into reading. And the summer is just such a great time to do that because outside more and just like, I don't know, for some reason with the daylight, I feel like I have more time to read and I want to read. I don't know. Anyways, read more books, and I'm starting with just trying to read 5 to 10 pages every night. I'm keeping it super small, super simple and easy, nothing crazy, 5 to 10 pages. I also want to start planning again. I know that sounds crazy, but like, I have not used a planner consistently since I finished university, and I was a planner girly to my core. Tell me why I stopped, I don't know, but that is probably why I feel like my days and weeks are chaos half the time. Your girl is gonna get back on making her daily planners, whether it's even just my little bullet journal planner, little daily and weekly to-do lists, and just breaking up my calendar more, because your girl has not been a productive girl and I have been so off my game. So I'm getting back into using my planner. Enough said. Started writing down a few little July goals, but nothing like super crazy yet. I kind of just broke down those Q3 goals into a few ones that I want to focus on for July. But some of the journal prompts and things that I'm thinking about over the next few days, and I think I'll probably review it towards the end of this video after a few days when I've thought about it more and I've written some things down. I want to do a half-year review because obviously July, the end of June marks we're halfway through the year, which is crazy. So I want to look back on and celebrate the wins that I'm proud of. How have I actually done on my goals so far this year? Like, even though I haven't really been thinking about them like crazy, what are some goals that I've achieved? What are some things that I've done? Does this year feel aligned to my 2025 theme so far? So go back and look at that, and how can I live more fully in that theme? Review my 2025 goals and bucket list. What are some of the most important things that I want to complete in the next 6 months? And where do I want to direct my energy and focus for the second half of the year? So just like resetting my intentions, my alignment, and getting myself back, you know? That is kind of what is up with that. Let's get into some meal prep. Do I know what I'm doing? Not really. I'm gonna take this super easy and super simple because I really don't have like meal prep containers or anything. So I think what I wanna do is genuinely just like chop some veggies and have veggies ready to go for like salads and snacks and stuff. Keep it super simple. We have some jerk chicken that we want to prep, so we're gonna do that, get that marinating, cook that this evening, and I think that may be it. I just, like I said, want to keep it simple, start small, and then build on this habit, and eventually maybe be like a meal prep girly. We'll see. Good morning. It's another blistering day outside, but we got my coffee going, got my movement in already this morning. Today, we are focusing on the cleaning aspect of this reset because your girl needs to vacuum, the washroom needs to be cleaned, everything just kind of needs to be cleaned up. I did the basic necessity things yesterday, like grocery shopping and cleaning up the kitchen and obviously unpacking my suitcase, but today I need to get into some actual cleaning. But like I said, I got my coffee, so I'm caffeinated, ready to go. Let's start this day 2 reset. We recently got a Dyson, like before the wedding, and we just didn't have time to set up the charging dock or like figure out where it was going to go, but I think today that finally needs to happen. We've used it once because it was charged in the box and it's incredible, so I would like to be able to use this today. Gotta figure out how to get the charging port set up and where I'm putting it in general. Good morning, you guys. We're getting back into routine. I got up this morning, showered, washed my hair. Honestly, it has been so hot the last few days that felt so nice and refreshing to like wake up with a clean slate. Just threw on these little collagen gold eye masks this morning. I've been finding that the skin under my eye is just like not doing so hot. She's getting a little bit of bags and like I've just been a little bit tired getting back into routine, obviously after like almost 2 weeks of vacation and kind of just like waking up whenever in total relaxation. Waking up at 5:50 again has been harder. But we're heading off to open up Health Cafe Studio this morning. I don't teach, but we have a few classes this morning, so gotta go and open up. I'll probably do some admin while I'm there. I'm all dressed. I'm just wearing this little 437 set this morning. I'm gonna grab and make myself a coffee while we're at the studio. It's gonna be a good morning, another day of resetting and getting back to it. Let's go open up the studio. My husband and my dog with coffee. Good morning. Good morning. Down, down, down. Good morning. Health Cafe. This morning I made a little collagen green immunity smoothie because I've been doing so much running around since we got back from the wedding. I feel like I could catch a summer cold. I stacked this with a ton of ginger and then colostrum and then some collagen, a little bit of protein, obviously the greens powder. We've got mango, peaches, pineapple, banana, and then I topped it with just like a little bit of granola that's got like some almonds and stuff in it as well. This is so good. This used to be my like go-to smoothie, so I'm getting back to making it because it's just A, delicious, and B, high protein and got lots of vitamins and stuff in it that's good for me. Also, I'm trying to get more protein in again. I definitely have fallen off my nutrition game the last like year and a half, even 2 years, and so trying to get in a minimum of 20 to 25, 30 would be ideal grams of protein at breakfast. This has actually, I believe, 25. So we're good for breakfast. Cheers. Today I want to finish up some of my journal prompts. I do have some admin work and stuff to get to as well, but I definitely want to finish up more of the Q3 planning as well as just like some reflections on how this first half of the year has been so far. So that I think is what I'm actually going to sit down and do now while I drink my morning smoothie. I'm gonna end off today's video here, but I just sat down and wrote out some of my half-year review prompts that we kind of chatted about the other day, and I feel like I am slowly setting myself up for the next 6 months, and it's gonna be good. But like I said, I'm gonna end off today's video here. I hope you guys enjoyed this little mid-year reset with me and just getting back into finding a routine and obviously just like resetting our life post-wedding and post-honeymoon. But I'm so excited for the next 6 months to see what I do with them and just like get back into life a little bit more. But I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.